Is Clark in here? I don't know. I haven't seen a guy named Clark in a long time. What's up, Jonathan? Would you like me to make the emergency about you, sir, and your crackly ass phone microphone? No, just joking, man. Nah, there's no emergency. I'm just back because I got my new hours. And so I said, what the fuck? Let's do one. It's a Monday. Let's try to make everybody start of their week grand, exciting. You know how it goes. Mic check. How's it doing? Is it a southern accent? Nah, I'm just fucking around. Southern accent. Nope. How's the sound? How's the sound? I don't know. Bobby's phone had crackling sound, not Pedro's. It sounded to me like everybody was cracking. It didn't matter who was talking, it was cracking. So, it could be StreamYards, man. It seems like a lot of that shit's happening with StreamYards. A lot of cracking and stupid shit like that. So I don't know, man. I don't know. No crackling, cool. So I notice if you come in and you hit it and you go live, it starts crack. You guys say it sucks, but then if you reload it right before you go live, I don't know what the hell it is, man. It's doo-doo ass technology nowadays. Who knows? What? It ain't like none of us are like I said, we're not all like, how should I say it? Some grand old radio personalities and shit, and everything has to be 100% perfect. Jesus Christ, we're doing live streams in our bedrooms, in our front rooms, in our kitchens, and this whole thing that people lose their shit because they hear a little bit of cracking. It's like, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, it's settle down, settle down. We're not in no like grand studios and shit. This isn't like, it ain't like I got a crew of people behind me with audio mics and it's just in the bedroom. So it's nothing all that exciting. If I was doing this for a living, like I was making thousands of dollars every month or something, then yeah, I would, be able to maybe invest in the big dick microphones and all that other stuff. So it wouldn't be an issue. Maybe we could fix it. And even then, with the big dick microphones, we still see issues. So, you know, you know how it goes, man. Yes. I'm sure you guys, feel free to share that. If you have a channel and you want to share that, the thing about the interview, for sure, share that. Because it will be Wednesday, June 14th, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you don't understand time, Central Time is a Mountain Time comes after Pacific. That would make 2, 3 for Central, 4 for East Coast. So if you don't know that, it's all good. So there you go. You were right about that, Roy. Not everyone is a clean player in technology unless some of these. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Blaze? We're just dealing with cell phones and, shit like that. This isn't no grand fucking production and shit, we have a topic for the day? No, it's free flowing. We really don't come in here with specific topics. You can say whatever you want. That's how it goes. I think that's more, it's better. We don't need topics. Life is a topic. So if we're talking about life, it's a topic. Better get that set up for, yeah, I got a tripod for that. That's not a problem. The food. The interview showed up on my homepage. Good. Mary Poppins. Yay, what's up? How you doing? I will try my best to make any Pedro. I'm gonna. Jay, what is your deal, man, with that, dude? Like, you're tripping about being blocked on his channel. You're saying crazy shit. Chances are Pedro never even blocks you. He has moderators that do that shit. Fuck, I've been blocked on Pedro's. I had to actually physically text him and say, "Hey, dude, can you unblock me from your channel?" I've been blocked. He doesn't pay attention to who everybody blocks all the time. So, chances are it was one of his moderators that didn't like you talking shit and they blocked you. Shit, I've had to fucking call him and get unblocked. So it is. So, it's nothing really to be tripping about. All the time. Make sure you ask Gary. Oh my gosh, man. Uh-oh. What do you think of a new program coming to DoorDash? I keep hearing about it. Blaze, it sounds pretty fucked up to me. It's pretty fucked up. We also got to find out what this so-called acceptance rate glitch is. Apparently, I hear a lot of people are using it. It's from what I'm hearing. So we got to figure out what that is and see if we got a bunch of liars in the community. They're actually using a glitch to make everybody believe there's something they're not. So I don't know. I've been hearing a lot about that too. But as far as the DoorDash program goes, yeah, it's going to hurt a lot of people, I think. It's good they're trying to get away from that cherry picking shit, that's for sure. I didn't whine about being blocked on your channel. I said I was blocked on your channel. I tried to go to your channel and I couldn't get in there. So I said, hey, I'm blocked on your channel. So I didn't whine about it. I told Vegas it's probably Bud Soda. He's protected. Yeah, Bud Soda. It could have been Tony. It could have been a lot of them, man. He has a lot of, who would score higher on a cognitive test, Bison or Dino? I don't know. Probably Dino. What's up, Ricky? Oh, okay, cool. Well, you got the date for it, so it's all good. What's up, Omar? Yeah, it will definitely affect the LOPs. Oh, okay, got you, Red. Yeah, it's gonna screw you if you don't, unless maybe you have this acceptance rate glitch that I hear people are using, so they can keep that acceptance rate up high, and are able to, maybe they'll use that glitch as their way of being able to stay within the program. I don't know. Yeah, what they're just slowly pushing you into doing their bidding. It's like any app. They're gonna make you their bitch, and they're gonna do what it is to make their money. They don't care about you. They don't care if you get the large order program. They don't care. They know people want the large order program, so they know people are gonna go out and they'll take shitty orders just so they can get the large order program. They're gonna do it. So this whole idea that you're an independent contractor, yeah, you're independent, but they're still going to make you do what they want, just like any other boss does. So be prepared. Be prepared to have to take some shitty orders to keep that AR up, unless you got the glitch that people are talking about, and you're able to bypass the system. I don't know. I didn't want to bring the glitch up because I think if everybody has a slight advantage that helps them out, more power to you. But since other things that have occurred, I will bring it out in the open if I have to. Fuck it. Why not? Why not? It is what it is. My live is frozen. Did I freeze? I don't think I froze. I don't know. How many of those large orders can a Dasher get? Well, Xander, it's not really necessary the amount of large orders. It's the money that comes with them. Even if, let's say, you were able to get 3 in one day. We've seen Flex get upwards 3, 4, sometimes 5 large orders on one of his routes on a regular basis. And he did an order yesterday that paid him $102, bro. That's $100 on one order, bro. That took what, an hour? So it's not necessarily the amount you get. Even if you get 2 or 3 a day, shit, you're talking $50, $60, $100 that makes your day right there, you know, in 3 deliveries. So, you know, here, let me do this. Hold on. Hold on. Let me drop that. Yeah. So we can get some. So yeah. So it doesn't even matter. You know, 1 or 2, you know, popping off deliveries like that. Shit, bro. You bang. You got it. You know what I'm saying? So it's. She had a $93 one. So it's not necessarily the amount you get. It's the money that comes with those big motherfuckers. You know. So yeah. So even if you only get 2, 3 a day, and you throw in a few, you know, random ones, you know, $10, $15, shit, you could be upwards of $200 within your 8-hour day. You know, whereas the average dasher, you know, they're doing 12, 14 fucking hours a day to make $150 if they're lucky. You know. So who fucking knows, man? But if people want to give me shit about asking about the glitch, and I'll put it out there in the open. We'll let it go. We'll get it out there in the open. So, and we'll fuck it up for other people. That's all. You know. What's up, Aqua?
It says red.
So, are you going to get on the large order program? No, I won't. I'm not going to sit there and take fucking that many doo-doo ass orders to get up to that acceptance rate to be able to do that. No, that won't be me at all. You would have to. You're gonna have to be like you're gonna have to get up into that top dasher status in order to get the LOP program. That's how it's gonna work. So that means you will be taken unless you have this special glitch other people are having. And if they're using this glitch, if it's a real thing, which it is, obviously it sounds like it is, that they can beat the system to be top dashers, so they get it. Bobby's trying to come in. It seems interesting. I'm already signed up in just 1 day, but I want to look into the pros and cons on what to expect. Oh, okay, got you. Thank you, Mary Poppins, for what?
Gomo app? I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is, you know. There's so many apps coming out nowadays. It's fucking ridiculous.
I'll have to, let me write that down and I'll research it later.
There's fucking apps for it. Is this Bobby actually trying to come in? I just saw you did the thing here, so I want to make sure.
Phone that gives them issues.
No, this is Bobby. Is this you, Bobby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that damn phone, man. Every time.
Hi, Bobby.
What's up, Red? I really need to fucking go to Verizon, man. They messing my shit up. Getting
Oh.
by this.
Hey, thank you, Cray Cray. Appreciate you, and have a good day. Have a good night. Get sleep on. Keep sleep on.
Well, Cray Cray.
Fox Tech, what's up? Oh, let me know. Yeah.
I'm having all kind of problems with this shit, man.
Yeah, that's typical.
Well, Bobby,
that's a real talk. Okay, what's this? Who's this? Let's see. Real Talk with Roy. Man, I don't know who that is, and I don't know why you would want to fake my name like that. That's kind of ignorant. So we won't put you in the room.
It doesn't tell you when you click on it on the backstage. You can see the name. It doesn't show it on your end.
Yeah. It said Real Talk with Roy. I'm already here, so I don't know why you would do that.
Oh, okay. Well, like if I change my name, say to freaking Donkey Dick, it should still show Bobby backstage.
Yeah, it shows Bobby. Yeah, it shows Bobby Gator back there.
Yeah.
But this one said Real Talk with Roy, which I'm already here, so I don't know why you would try to come in my room with my name, unless you were trying to do some shady shit. And because coming into your regular name, if you want to talk shit, come in your regular name. Come on.
Yeah.
Save the childish games for other people's channels, not mine.
God damn.
Yeah. I now
Yeah.
make if I don't know the name, they have to show me their face.
Yeah.
And
Maybe one of the,
if I don't know them and they haven't been speaking in my chat for some time, I won't let them up, obviously, because of
maybe it's Clark. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they wanted to throw some porno on my channel. I don't know. You know. Maybe they wanted to grace us with some pervert stuff. I don't know. Well, it's not even pervert. Porn ain't even pervert stuff. So, but it's not allowed on YouTube. So we won't. We won't. Just come in with your names. You want to talk shit, or you want to have a conversation, come in as your real self, man. Yeah, grow up.
Yeah, you know what I find interesting about that comment that you just said, right? So that like porn would be not allowed on YouTube, correct? Is that what you just said?
yeah.
But yet they allow naked yoga, even though for educational purposes. But I know it's not exactly the same thing, but it's like it's
Well,
interesting
actually,
to me.
yeah. Well, actually, I went through the naked. When I recommend it, it has changed quite a bit. It used to be some straight up all kinds of. It was nonstop butt naked chicks. Now I see a lot of chicks. It's with clothes and everything else. So they may have cut down quite a bit on it.
They might have started regulating it a little bit more, I guess.
Yeah, because a year ago when you looked up naked yoga, it was butt ass naked, doing the downward dog with the ass in the air and the coochie in the face. Yeah, it was yeah. So they've changed it quite a bit. So, you know, has anyone heard from Dark Runaway? He pops into flexes every now and then. So he pops in every now and then.
I don't know who that is.
Here, let me turn these notifications off. My phone is blowing up.
Oh,
My phone is blowing up. What's
I
that?
was gonna ask something. I can't even remember what it was now. Oh well.
There we go. All right. How did you forget, man? Come on.
I
We
mean,
gotta buy
aren't you
you.
the one that says that? You said I had a goldfish memory. It's pretty accurate. Right?
We gotta buy you some ginkgo, man. Help work on those memory skills.
Yeah, it's hard for me to. I don't know. I tend to forget stuff really
Oh, look.
fast.
Omer's here. What's up, Omer? What are you doing, Omer? Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, so don't forget the interview on Wednesday, y'all. 1 p.m.
Without obviously giving away, do you have like a general idea of what you're gonna ask?
Of course, man. You know, why does everybody act like this is my first rodeo on YouTube? Like I've never
Well,
done
no,
stuff.
I'm saying that I would like I would be. I've never done one, so
Hey, what's up, Ivan? I've been interviewed by other gig tubers. I've been interviewed, so yeah, it's not hard.
Well, I can't wait for it. I'm very
I'll be.
interested in it.
I'm gonna have to dip out in a second.
You got to order.
I just got. I'm working on this Lyft promo, and I mean, I can't get on DoorDash. I forgot to schedule myself.
Oh shit.
Nothing's really popping. So
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
My area's been gray a lot. So, let's play DoorDash. Hey man, what's up? $75 so far, Trout. Oh yeah, tell him, Trout. Rub it in Bobby's face. I made $75.
Trout, you can rub that in my face. However, between the $39 in Walmart tips, the 2 catering orders I did with Deliver That, the 2 ride shares I've done, and the 1 DoorDash, I'm about 130 right now.
Okay, how are you gonna sit there and say you got one with DoorDash and you just told us you couldn't even get on DoorDash? What are we doing?
I couldn't get on until about 20 minutes ago. I was able to get on for like the next hour, and I did 1 order. So it was like an $8.75 Jersey Mike, something like that.
Yeah, but you're in a better market than Trout is, so not the same.
Yeah.
You're in a large order program too. You have multiple
Yeah,
apps.
man, even my market's been slow lately.
You have multiple apps he doesn't have. So yeah. What's up? Tell Bobby the Saints suck. Okay, Chris says the Saints suck. Well, what is your team, Chris? And don't pick the Super Bowl champions because that's not how that works. Oh, he left. He left us. Has it been busy with you, Red, today? Have you been busy?
I haven't been out yet. It was raining.
Oh, okay. You guys got nasty weather.
Yeah, I do not like to dash in the rain. First of all, I don't like to drive in the rain, and then you're in that car, you're just getting wet. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's stopping. So I will go out for probably 4:00, and I'll just work the dinner.
Yeah. Plus, you got to deal with all the stupid ass people driving in the rain too, and they suck.
Oh yeah, exactly. That it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
Bobby left. I was going to ask him about his Lyft Quest. Oh, I heard him say he's done 2 ride shares.
Oh yeah. It's
Now,
probably like
that. I don't in the rain doing the ride share, but I will only do very, very short mileage ride share.
Yeah.
Like literally on the corner type deal.
Yeah, if you're doing are you going to Dash today? I don't discuss what I do, Aaron. So I don't discuss that stuff with people due to situations. So I kind of keep what I'm doing, like that kind of shit, to myself. So I'm sorry that I have to do that with you guys, but due to other circumstances that have happened, I can't disclose certain types of information like that anymore. So I won't.
Yeah, that's best.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like I said, it fucks my community up because I like to share my life with my community, and now certain parts I can't share because of small community of garbage that's running around on the internet. So,
right.
Now I got this guy putting out pictures of my feet, reporting pictures of my feet to people. I don't even know what the fuck that's about. Supposedly, I don't fucking know. I don't
Try to get a picture of your foot.
Remember, I did my weight loss challenge and I put the pictures up on the YouTube or Facebook, maybe. I think maybe he yanked them either from Facebook or he yanked them from YouTube. And I don't know who he's reporting my feet to. I don't know. Like, I have no fucking clue.
Is this happening on YouTube?
No, I don't know. The other guy that likes to make content about me, out of the blue, text me talking shit, the same shit he's been talking about in his video, decided to text me and talk more shit and tell me about this guy sending pictures of my feet. I don't fucking know.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I guess he felt it necessary to tell me about Bob Bradley sending pics of my feet and how I, talking shit about how I'm putting this and that. It is what it is. I'm not gonna fucking go into it. I just ignore it. I'm just gonna ignore it. Like, do what you want.
To do with you talking about having an OnlyFans page?
No.
Oh. That just sounds completely.
I don't know who the fuck. I don't know. Who cares? Like, come on. If the dude is, I don't even know who this guy is. Number one, I don't know what. First of all, I don't even know what a person on YouTube could do to somebody, say, or whatever the case may be, to make somebody that mad that they're willing to take time out of their life to do those kind of things. I don't fucking get it, man. I don't know. You must have some really mental facilities up there. It must be really fucked up because it makes no sense to me. I don't know. I don't know, Blaze. It is what it is. I'm not gonna get into it. So I don't know. I just ignored his text, and I'll continue to ignore his text because don't text me talking shit. Like, don't. I already told you. I politely declined to go to you and deal with your shit anymore. You've made it perfectly clear by all the abundance of bullshit you're posting on YouTube about me. It's okay. Just do your thing, man. I'm done with it. Yeah, it's pretty. I like I said, I don't know. So, yeah, one girl, she's mad because I made shit on my fucking channel private. Like, really? What's wrong here? Up there with that shit like that? Come on now. What's wrong with that? That's like me, calling, if she had a job, calling her job and say, hey, why is this girl posting pictures of her big ass nose and this and that? Like, come on. Like, I'm offended by her fucking nose, because I didn't like the way she looked on YouTube or something. Like, come on. Like, what the fuck? Like, really, dude? I don't know. Now I'm the new Jesse Smollett on YouTube, I guess. I don't fucking know. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. It is what it is. Yeah, exactly. It must be. You must have some shit up wrong here.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going around lately.
I don't know. But they're going to do what they want to do. And so even the fact that people are, it's not even worth addressing at the end of the day. It is what it is.
No, you're right.
The weather today is actually kind of cloudy. It looked like it may rain. I don't know. But it's only supposed to get up to like 88 degrees, I think, or less than 80, 85, 86 degrees. So, not 100% sure. No, it's not too bad out. What's up, Mike? How's it going? So it's not too bad. But it is what it is. And they're going to continue to do it. So it's nothing's going to change.
Yeah. It's just tiring and pathetic, to be honest with you.
Yeah. The high HR makes DoorDash pop. Is that it, Trout? That's up in getting up there in the top dash for AR range. It had me busy today. Nice. Well, that's the whole point for doing it, is to be busy, making money.
I don't know. I'm a top dasher, and I definitely have periods where my zone is really slow.
Yeah.
And I turn DoorDash off and do Instacart. Some weeks I make not half of my money, but some weeks my income is like 20% this app, 20% that app. Sometimes you just gotta turn off. I actually did Walmart Spark last week and started doing roadies because it's been slow here. So
Walmart has sucked ass today? Gotcha. See, red. Instacart be slow and doesn't pay much like they used to.
Yeah.
But that's weird, man. Bobby be getting some fucking bomb ass fucking Instacart shit.
Well, what's interesting is Bobby said.
But that's weird, man.
Bobby said that his Instacart numbers, I'm going to call them numbers because I don't really know what the different levels are, is quite high. So I'm wondering, once you get to the higher, I think you might see the offers seconds before they go out to everybody else.
Yeah.
Supposedly, at least according to Instacart, that as long as it's not so much like what program you're in, Diamond, whatever, but that if the higher your customer rating is, supposedly you see the order a few seconds ahead of time. Whether that's true or not, I mean, who really knows? But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
What is your customer rating, Bobby?
498.
Yeah, see, I'm 496.
You're a company man, Bobby. Woo. Yeah, Jonathan said we got to call Gary to get an update on the app so you can get more large orders.
I'm not a company man. I'm a go where the money. Look. Actually, I like it because Instacart has now added a new feature. It's not really a decline button, but it kind of is. There's a thing on the right hand side that says like ignore or some shit, and then it just goes away. Instead of
There's a lot. There's a lot of I don't know what that emoji is, Trout. A lot of licking of something on Bobby's part.
Screen rainbow looking on Bobby's part.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like a chocolate bar, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know how Trout wants me to respond to that, so I'm just.
Homer, that's weak.
Just asking how I like Rhodey. So George, I've done 3. It's okay. I've done have all been prescription runs. They're all right.
Yeah. Oh, it's an eggplant? Okay. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Doesn't look like an eggplant.
I look like a chocolate bar to me or something. I don't know what the fuck it looks like.
It's an ice cream.
Oh, it's an ice cream? Oh, okay. I didn't. Let's see, Bob, you're employee of the company, and soon enough, you might be employee of the month, bobbing for apples of good orders. Oh, shit. Well, Bobby just appeared. Mr. Who's this? Marcus. Oh, shit. Marcus is in the house. What's up?
Oh, hi, Marcus.
What's up, bro? What's up, Red?
How you doing?
I'm all right. How you doing?
Oh, good. Always a pleasure.
You got work in Maine?
You know, actually, yeah, man. I kind of fell back on the whole DoorDash thing and went back to my W-2, but I'm off today, so I figure I come try to make some money.
Oh, sweet.
Hear me?
You went back
Hear
to
me?
your W.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, some people.
Yeah, freaking DoorDash out here in Ohio got kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Hold on. My phone working? Wait, hang on. Is this shit working?
Yeah, you're working.
Is that
Okay, yeah, it's like start chopping. Yeah, man. I went back to my pizza job.
okay?
DoorDash ain't been working out. You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
What's up with you guys? Okay.
Oh,
no, like mine is like freezing up and like static and shit.
Yeah, it's all good. We can see and hear you, so you're good.
Okay.
Same old shit, bro. You know how it goes, man.
Oh, no, I do it, man. Like I say, I'm fucking just. I went back to my W-2 part time, man. Cause like I say, cause DoorDash, at least in Ohio, man, they've been doing shit for me. And like I say, I don't have LOP and all that shit like Bobby's got. So.
Yeah. All right, let's play DoorDash. Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate you. Have a good night tonight, and do your thing. Russell Wiener. I don't know who this is. Don't come on here doing something stupid, bro. I don't know who you are.
Why don't you make them show your face?
So, Russell, what's
going on, Red?
Just chilling. It's raining here today, so it looked like it was going to stop, and now it looks like it's starting again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I tried to join your damn stream. You always ignoring me. So I caught you on here. So I'm going to join on here and talk to Red.
Yeah. She does that a lot. She does that. She doesn't pay much attention to her chat a lot of times.
Well, I'm driving.
Dude, at all. I be in the backyard for like, no.
I chat while I'm driving.
No, you're not driving. You be sitting there like playing with your phone or do whatever you playing with your nails. I just be sitting there screaming at my phone like red, like you can hear me like a damn moron.
You know, my stream is not solely for me. It's for the other. It's for gig warriors to hang out and talk to each other. It'd be about red.
I do it.
But you're not in the top dasher status, are you, Marcus?
Nah, I did for like a month or two. Like about 3-4 months ago, I tried it when Sin City had that whole top dasher craze going on.
Uh-huh.
I did it around then. It worked out for a little while, but then I got to the diamond part. I was like even 50%. I was doing that for a while, but then that started going to crap. So now I'm like 22% now.
So what are your thoughts on that tier system?
I think it's another ploy for DoorDash to get more people to do it, because like you say, I think it's going to work, because I think now the whole large order program bullshit, I think it'll make people top dasher. I think it's all same bullshit. They're gonna just use this to get more people signed up. It's all tricks and shit. It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
This is another way to entice people to be top dasher again.
Yeah.
I'm not going for it. I thought about it. I was like, if I got to get 70% and all that to be top dash or large order program and shit, at least in my area, it's not worth it where I'm at.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting if it really does affect the top dashers. If it really affects the LOP program, because you got people like Flex, who he's a serious cherry picker, that he doesn't. Right. So it'd be interesting to see if he's still able, once it hits his market, if it's going to affect him and affect his ability to actually get large orders too. So.
Right, that's what I was wondering. Right, I was like, it said large orders, like it didn't quite say large order program, but it said large orders. But that's what I was wondering. I'm like, for Bobby and Red and like Flex and people that like get it all the time, like you gonna have a 6% AR. Yeah. If it's now tied to the 70% now, how's that gonna work? I guess we'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's not gonna affect me. I almost always maintain over 70%.
There you go, right? We're good.
And if they're sending me trash and it's hurting my AR, I just turn the shit off and say and do something else, or I go home. Because if I'm getting trash and I have a higher rating, that means there's nothing but trash in the system.
Garden State, what's up? The LP is to weed out veterans who've been doing DoorDash for a long time and won't receive any good orders anymore with them cherry picking out drivers. Yeah, it's possible, Blaze. It could be some way to weed out. It could be, pretty much. It could be there to just weed out the people that just don't want to do enough, and DoorDash wants those orders picked up. So it could be.
Unfortunately,
well, Bobby.
It's going to hurt the one like Bobby, who, most of the orders on DoorDash Bobby does, I would say 50% of them are loppers.
Yeah.
He does so few DoorDash. So
it's going to affect Flex the worst, I think.
I think Flex will be fine. Flex lives in an area where, he literally, the offers hitting his phone are just crazy.
But the thing is, if he gets 200 to 300 declines a day because they're shitty orders, how many of those shitty orders is he going to be willing to pick up to make sure his AR is high enough to get the large orders? So I don't know.
And that's what Let's Play DoorDash says. So when the months where I don't have top dasher status, that's what I do. I pause, like he says, it's a strategic pause. But I am top dasher, so I just turn that shit off and wait till I get to my better area, and then just turn it right back on.
Yeah, it's going to affect. It also will affect the part timers a lot too. So people that do a part time.
That's what I was telling Bobby, because like I heard about this a while ago, but starting today, they finally implemented that facial selfie shit on DoorDash now.
Yeah.
I tried to log on. It was like, oh, scan your ID and do all that. And I told Bobby, I said, Grubhub deactivated me for not taking enough orders. And he was like, oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. And I'm like, no, it does happening. But I think now with the whole top, and I might be wrong, I think now all these companies are following suit. And I do think that at some point they're going to make it a Top Dasher large order AR thing. They're going to make it a thing. Like, they keep, my thing is they keep changing TOS. And everybody argues with it. But how many people actually read it? They always sit and say, oh, it's not, no, like you didn't read it, damn shit. That's just fucking 4 pages long. You ain't reading all that shit. They're going to keep changing, keep changing.
And they might change it to, they might be changing it, and then it's going to take a lawsuit to get it changed back. And they might just
That's what I mean, right, yeah.
You know?
That's what I'm saying. They're going to change, put a little fine print, like, okay, now we can deactivate you for your AR. They're going to be like, no, you didn't read it to your ass. They're going to change. They keep changing. They're going to implement and put something in there that's going to say, if your shit ain't 70%, we getting rid of your ass. And everybody will be complaining about. I think that's what they're going for. Like, no Dasher.
And then somebody will have to sue them to get it changed back to we're independent, blah, blah, blah. That'll take a certain amount of time to do. And so.
Right.
Not only do I think it targets cherry pickers, but also multi-appers.
Yeah. Because I know now on my phone with the multi-apping thing, Red, you just said the same way. If I don't have DoorDash on the screen, I'm constantly, we try to send you order. We try to send you, you know what I'm saying? They constantly pausing me, cutting me off. I'm like, damn, like I have to keep DoorDash on my screen. If I try to do Uber and get a DoorDash at the same time, it won't work. Like it's like if my phone does not show DoorDash, I'm constantly getting
Garden State, it's a new thing that DoorDash is implementing, like a tier system, kind of like Uber does and all the other ones do. So.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who knows? They might find that it works for them. And if it does, they'll leave it alone. If it doesn't work for them, they'll come up with yet another program. Like they came out with Diamond. Well, now they got this.
Well, the Diamond was kind of a joke to me in the first place because the whole reason behind the Diamond is because, remember, everybody had that few months, that thing where, oh, if it's at least $2 a mile, I'll take any order.
Right,
so that was the whole reason behind the Diamond shit was, these orders are at least $2 a mile. Because that's what everybody was bitching and complaining about. I won't do nothing below $2 a mile. So they implemented a program that's $2 a mile. And then, it's still shitty-ass orders because it was, what, $4 for 2 miles and shit? But you still got your $2 a mile. So.
Or hell, listen, I get offers that I decline that are, let's say it's $22 and it's going 11 miles. I'm not going to do that, especially if 11 miles drops me out of zone or in the middle of nowhere, because now it's 22 miles before I'm back to civilization where I can get another order. So is it really $2 a mile? No.
Yeah, but that really also depends too, because if it's a decent payout and it takes me out of my area, if I'm able to just restart my dash in a new area while I'm driving back, that you can still do that. Like, as long as I drive me into an area where I can just stop and restart a new dash, then I don't care at that point because I'm still able to get orders within those areas while I'm traveling back to wherever I want to go initially.
Or the time of day, because you're right. Sometimes, like now, it's 2 o'clock. Ain't shit going on around here around 2 o'clock. So if I get like a $22, like say 11, 12 miles, I might take it because there ain't shit going on.
Yeah, and if I turn on my app and everything's red and I have the ability to dash now in all areas, at that point it doesn't matter to me because then I can just, if it takes me outside, I can just hit whoop, and dash now in that new area while I'm driving back, or I might want to stay in that area for a while to see how good it is and however that works. I did that one day. Like I started in my spot. What's up, Mr. Middleton? Yeah.
Gary.
I did that one day in my area. I started in my area. It was taking me closer and closer to a different zone. My orders, I got an order into the new zone. It was red. I went in there. I grabbed that order. And right as I was finishing up that order, after I finished, I dropped it. I dropped the previous dash, started the new dash in the other area, and boom, it would give me orders within that area. And it was just taking me around to every different zone. everything was red, so I could dash now in any area I wanted to. So as long as the order was good and the money was good, I would do it, even though it would take me to a different area. Just end my dash and dash now in the new area. So,
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, we all
But I
have
do
our
though.
like
and it really that scenario for me, it depends on the type of day, because the
Right, yeah.
traffic out here is fucking horrible at certain times that you don't want to be in certain areas because you know
Right.
traffic's going to blow ass. So if
I
it's
can only
early in the
imagine.
morning, yeah. So if you can get that kind of scenario going previous to lunch hour and shit like that, yeah, you can zoom around because there ain't shit usually in the morning time or early afternoon. It's once you start getting into that 3-4 o'clock range in the afternoon, you're fucked because of
That's
traffic.
right.
So,
Exactly.
so
But yeah, but as far as that top tier program though, I saw in Pedro's comments, like a lot of people were pumped about it. And again, I do think that might end up being a thing because, like you said, they're attaching something to this top dasher shit. But like you said, you know, it's a ploy for them to make more money. But now if people want to be like, oh, I get large order program, be a top dash. Oh, hell yeah.
yeah.
I think slowly by slowly, I might be wrong, but I think they're going to slowly change their terms and services and they're going to start implementing shit by the acceptance rate. And ain't nobody gonna be reading that. They know you're reading it. Like, again, it's if anybody can sit in the chat right now and say they read the whole terms, you're lying. That shit is entirely too long. You're reading all that shit.
Well,
And they're gonna put something in
I
there.
can tell you right now, Gary Middleton's in the chat, and I know he reads it. He reads that
Okay,
shit
well,
thoroughly.
he might read, but most people ain't reading all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Most people ain't reading all that shit. And I think slowly by slowly they're gonna start putting a little language in there that's gonna say, hey, you know what? All right, now if your shit ain't 50%, we deactivating you.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
telling
bro, people don't even read the fucking customer instructions. You expect them to
That's what
read
I mean,
that?
right.
You're like, come on, man.
They gonna slowly, but that's my thing. They gonna slowly do that shit. They gonna slowly, they gonna change that shit.
Yeah, people don't even read the goddamn delivery instructions from the customer. You expect them to read that? Hell no.
Yeah, they don't even read that shit. That's my thing. This whole LOP thing. I think they're gonna slowly try to make LOP a top dasher only thing. I think so.
Yeah. Well, I think you're right. Yeah, now that they're implementing that shit, it gives people something to shoot for. Like Top Dash before, what did you get? The dash now, and that was all you got. It wasn't really there was no incentive to do it really, unless you had to, you know. So now they have an actual true incentive. To do that kind of shit, you know. So So that might have something to do with it, you know. So it'd be interesting to see what happens. But like I said, it depends on if they even choose to implement it, you know.
Right.
So.
I mean, kind of go back like you used to say before, all these like, you know, little program shit. I think it's like I'm personally with you though, Roy. I think if it's there, anybody should get it. Cause like just like with the pizza thing, you know, if you started my job tomorrow and we get a goddamn order that's $400 fucking, they're not gonna skip over you and say, well, Marcus been here 5 years, you only been here 2 days. Marcus gonna take no. It's like if it's there, he's next, he's taking. You know what I mean? That's what they do. That should be. If it's a $200 goddamn catering order, why the fuck should I not get it? Because I'm not a large order program, but Red is. If we in the same fucking area, like that's not fair.
Yeah, right.
I agree.
Division. Howdy, Smack Division. Yeah, exactly, bro. It's like what the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, Willie? See, Driven Dad, howdy. How's the fam? Hopefully everything is well. According to the testing market for the program, which is like 3 cities, LOP is replaced by that program. Oh, shit. So they're replacing the LOP program, getting rid of it? Oh, shit. See, that's even worse information. That's worse information.
No. LOPs go to those drivers.
I don't know. We'll have to find out. Somebody's got to come out with the truth and tell us how it's really going to work.
DoorDash website.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that would make sense. What be the purpose of fucking making you go for top dash, or if Flex with a 2% AR can still get large orders, and I've got a 95% AR, like, you know, I mean, what's the incentive if he can still get it, you know? So I can see that being a thing. Like, no, now from now on, it's like if you ain't 50, 75%. I mean, we'll see though. It might be wrong. I mean, we'll see.
Exactly. And DoorDash probably, and like I said, DoorDash probably realized that too. That hey, why are we giving these fucking 5% AR people these big fat juicy orders
The orders, right?
when we actually have people out here willing to take 95% of the orders,
Yeah,
and they're not able to get the
right.
big fatties. So I'm sure at some point they've realized that hey, wait a minute, we got all these people doing 95%. They get nothing, but yet this guy getting a 2% is getting all these
Yeah,
big
you get
$100
fucking all
orders.
these $2
So
orders, right?
I'm sure they woke up and they probably so
Oh,
It is what it is.
yeah.
So you're fucked, Bobby. You're screwed, Bobby.
It's life. Yeah,
I'm not
Bobby's in
screwed
trouble.
at all.
Yeah, you
Well,
are,
no,
buddy.
Bobby. See, that's the thing. Bobby, it really is not going to affect Bobby because Bobby has all of his other fucking apps.
Yeah, Bobby
So,
makes
yeah.
very little money on DoorDash out of
Yeah, I mean,
percentage wise of his weekly income. Small percentage is DoorDash. He'll
with
be
the
fine.
exception of last week, which was the highest I've made on DoorDash in a very long time at like, I think it was like 420 or something like that. That's the highest. Usually I'm at about 150, 175, and honestly, most of that's LOP or like a little quick Chick-fil-A run.
yeah.
But I mean, like today, Marcus, for example, this is not a completely accurate number because I'm also waiting to find out the actual full tip for the tip pools. I just went with
What's
the
up,
lower
bud?
end, just in case, because obviously I don't know. As well as I'm doing a Lyft promo, so even though I've done 4 of them today for like $23, that's not actually accurate until I'm done the promo, which will make up a difference. Because my promo is 13 rides, it's guaranteed 165. So it's
Oh, nice.
basically the equivalent of like
Okay.
250 a ride. So I don't have complete accurate numbers, but based on what I have so far, assuming all the lowest of everything, I'm at about 140 right now. Going through a $17 Walmart. So I'll be at 157, and of that, I made one DoorDash for $8. And that's it.
What's up,
Well, yeah,
Flex?
see, I
Not
got
gonna
50 rides here.
not
Yeah.
gonna tell what, Flex? Why are
I
you
got
not
50
gonna tell?
rides here.
I don't know what you mean. What are you not gonna tell? Coming in here with these cryptic messages, man.
Hey, can I tell you guys something? It'll be I just received an email from YouTube. I've just been accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. I am now monetized.
Oh well, exciting.
Hey, congratulations. Good shit.
I don't really fucking care, but
Yeah, you can celebrate with all those pennies you'll make
yeah,
with it, like everybody else.
yeah.
Oh, I know what Flex is talking about, Roy. But,
Yeah, I think
I know
I'm
what he's talking
pretty.
about.
I think I'm pretty. It's fine. You don't have to tell me anything. I don't give a fuck. It's okay.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
I don't,
Wait, y'all
I don't
keep saying
speak on
pennies.
things that is not my place.
Wait, Roy, you
I
keep
know.
saying pennies. You keep saying pennies about the monetization thing. How the fuck is Pedro making so much goddamn money?
Because he gets enough views and he has people that on all his. You know, you figure his videos are making upwards of 20,000 views, and he's doing videos every day. That shit adds up. So
Thank you.
Okay, no, it's like you're like the only one that like he's like the only one that like really comes out and says like he's making fucking good money on YouTube. Like no one else seems
So
to,
Marcus,
Yes, sir.
let me break it down for you, right? So, basically, if you're only doing lives, you're not doing videos, or, merch or any kind of partnerships, whatever, you ain't gonna make dick. That's why I don't even monetize when I go live, because I would go live for 8 hours, and if I got 10 cents off of that, I was lucky.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
yeah, the live streams pretty much are for super chats, shit like that. Yeah, if you
Okay.
really want, you have to definitely pump out the videos and have a large enough subscriber base to get money from your actual videos too. So,
Right, yeah.
Oh, I got you.
so.
I got you.
So I mean,
I was wondering like,
shit on anybody, but that's the
oh
reality.
no, I was just wondering because like he's
Keep that up though. I mean, hey,
yeah,
listen,
like
3
so I said
months,
pennies.
$100. It pays for my StreamYard 4 times a year.
Yeah, we'll see that. Yeah, pennies add up, of course, but
But I'm saying,
basically, if
like,
you
is
got
everybody is
a million views
everybody
and
else talking about it,
subscribe,
you know?
you'll like good number. Yeah, if you're around that 30, 40 to 1,000, even the some of the other ones, with the 5 or 6,000, if you're putting enough videos up and you're getting enough people to watch them, yeah, you're gonna still make money even with the smaller one. But somebody like Pedro, he has over 50K, so he's getting good 20, 30,000 clicks on his shit. So
From Marcus, from what I've seen, it also depends on the niche, right? So
Okay.
certain kinds of niches pay more. Like if you have a finance related channel, you're gonna get more per click, per view, whatever
yeah,
the hell. There's a term for it. I don't know the technical term, but so
Yeah, I
like
got you.
I most of what I've seen in this particular space for what the majority of us do, like the average to me I've seen is like for every 1,000 views on a video, you might get like $10. I don't know. Now, obviously, it's topic specific. With people mentioning things like DoorDash, which is a big deal, you'll probably get more than you would if you had an Uber channel. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
right.
it's all
I got you.
niche specific.
and you can
Honestly,
and you can go into your YouTube studio and actually see your engagement, like how many people are watching what percentage of people that aren't even sub to you watching your material. So let's say you have 2,000 subs, but you put material out there that people really like and that people watch, so you might have only 60% of your viewership are not subbed. They're still watching your shit, but they're just not subbed to your channel, so your sub count stays low. Shit
I
like
mean,
that.
and two, a lot of people automatically make an assumption that a high sub count equals high dollar. The issue is how many channels do you see out there that and there's nothing wrong with promoting somebody. That's not what I'm saying. But let's say somebody goes on a channel and they're like, hey, everybody go sub to this channel. They go sub and 90% of the time they forget about it and move on. So it's like an empty hole sitting there. That's why I'm not super big on that kind of stuff, just because I feel like if you're doing it to get somebody monetized and they're really close, like, hey, go for it. But like after a while, it actually doesn't do you any good because you got all these subs, but nobody's gonna watch because people are gonna watch who they want to watch. It is.
And for certain individuals, this is a disclaimer since we got to make these. We're just speculating on YouTube. We are not fucking experts. We're not trying to be fucking experts on it. We are just speculating. So when you clip this, don't make videos that we fucking think we know it all or some shit. Please don't.
And I'm not counting nobody's pockets. I was just saying because the only person that I see publicly speak about the YouTube money is Pedro. Everybody else that's monetized, they be like, oh, it's pennies. Oh, it's like, somebody, well, damn, well, how's he making so much goddamn money? I thought everybody was making a decent, what I mean? I'm not, I don't care what you make, I don't give a shit. But I was just,
At the
Yeah,
end of the
Marcus,
day,
I think it's an incorrect perception, and it's not anybody's fault. It's just a narrative, where people think as soon as you get monetized, you're about to be rich, and then you get hit with reality.
$1,000, right?
yeah.
That's good.
First of all, Flex, we're not criticizing anybody about they make their money on YouTube. They can make their money on YouTube. I don't give a fuck what you make off YouTube. I don't give a shit. Like we're just having a discussion, bro. It's nothing. I don't care what you make. I don't care what Red will make. I don't give a fuck what Bobby makes. I don't care. Congratulations to Red on her monetization. But we're just having a discussion about shit. And like I said in the disclaimer, we don't claim to be experts. We're just speculating.
Like I say, I'm not criticizing Pedro. I was just saying because again, like I see Daz and Trader, he would like say stuff. I thought, okay, he's pretty popular. He might be making good money, but like, and Pedro said it one day, and I was like, well, goddamn, like how but I said I was just wondering too. But then other people talk about it as like, oh, pennies, and you get a dime here, a dime there. I'm like, well, damn, I said, I don't give a shit.
You got to look at it like this too, Marcus. Right? So, when somebody says, "Oh, I'm making a lot," that could mean a lot of different things for a lot of people. Cost of living makes a factor. So, let's say I made $100 on YouTube, and somebody in some tiny town of 5,000 people with the cost of living is $500 a month in rent. So that $100 is obviously going to go a farther way than it would somewhere like here, where I'm paying
True.
$1,400 for a 2-bedroom house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
No, you real.
depending on what kind of person you are, if you make $200 on YouTube a month, you might think that's a lot of money for the amount of time you put into YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? That might be a lot to somebody because they don't do jack shit on YouTube, other than you make a couple videos here and there, and they're making their $200 and they're happy with that. I don't judge people by how much money they're making on fucking YouTube or criticize people how much they make
Oh,
on
yeah, I ain't
YouTube.
asking about it. It was an interesting question, bro. Like I said, well, I'm not trying to, like you say, for anybody turn into a hate. I'm not hating on nobody. I was just curious. You know what I'm saying? I love
Yeah.
Pedro. I love Bobby. Yeah, I was just curious. I know how the shit work. You know what I mean? Because my daughter
Yeah.
makes these stupid ass videos. And one thing you just said, Roy, is real. Like my daughter, she'll take her toys and do like little puppet videos and shit. And people watch it. She got like
Yeah, they
500 views on one of them. I'm like, well, you only got like 100 subscribers. But how the fuck you got 500 views? So I was
Yeah.
wondering. I told her, I was like, well, if you want to keep doing this shit, I'll, buy some cameras and shit that, really do it properly. She loves doing that sort of shit.
Exactly. Why not? Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she always sitting there fucking making videos and shit. So I was curious, no, you know what I'm saying? No pocket watching.
Flex is on one today. If nobody cares, why speak on it?
Yeah, I went to the
Why
side.
not? Why not? Why not? What? Let's speak about. Okay, well, we'll change the subject to people
There
being
you go.
hacked and people scared to go and give out a real name. Come on, man. We're just trying to have a fun conversation and talk. We can,
I didn't mean to spark off all this conversation about.
it's all
No,
good,
it's my
Red.
fault, Red. I was pocket watching. That was my fault. I was literally just asking. I was just curious about. I was ignorant to the YouTube monetization. I apologize.
Listen, I didn't even read the email. I just got the pop up on my screen while I was here. That's why I mentioned it.
Well, congratulations, Red. I hope it works out for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
No doubt.
I really don't actually care.
Yeah, it's not your fault. You don't need to apologize for shit. We're having a conversation about something other. We're just having a conversation. Jesus Christ. Well, Flex, give us since you don't want us talking about YouTube, give me a subject to talk about. We'll talk about it. How's that? That way, we'll talk about whatever Flex wants to hear us talk about. Shit, if you are lucky to make YouTube money on YouTube, that's awesome. Some people make millions off YouTube videos. Yeah, exactly. So, Willie, you're going off too, Willie. What's up? Let's see. Just suggest quit being a fucking hypocrite and tell people not to speak on shit when you speak on some shit, the same shit, just different people. All right. Willie's on one too today. Goddamn.
Get spicy. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. Get it. You're going to have the battle of the two in the chat now. What the fuck? But it's all good. It's all good. I'm not trying to start no drama. So, hey, Gary, are you ready for your interview, buddy? I hope you got the answers, buddy. I hope you got the answers, Mr. Gary. Gary, what's up, Cruising? How you doing?
Trouble in paradise.
Nah, it's all good, man.
I'm just kidding.
They can battle. They can battle.
I don't like this person at all. At fucking all.
What do you mean you don't like the person? What are you talking about?
Disorder. It's nothing with any of what y'all are talking about.
Oh, you got an order you got to pick up?
Well, no, I just picked it up, but the problem is that I'm having to be a little bit less selective because of the lack of volume and the lack of app, I guess, with DoorDash.
Gotcha.
So took a Walmart, looked at the money to miles, and was like, yeah. And now I'm regretting it because one of them is five fucking 40 packs of water.
Yeah, Mr. Flex. What's up, Mr. Flex?
What's up, Grouchy Pants?
I'm not sorry, Gary. I'm not sending you. This is on the fly interview, Gary. There's no sending you pre-approved. I'm not everybody else. You're gonna have to do it on the fly, buddy.
It's like you're nobody can hear you, and you're kind of cutting in and out.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Flex. We can't hear you, Flex.
He must be going through a dead zone because it keeps.
Yeah,
it looks
it's possible. It's possible. You share a good piece of news with people, There's nothing wrong in that. Oh, thank you, Willie. I appreciate it. We try to share a little bit of everything on this channel, and in hopes that people enjoy it. That's all it's about. Just enjoying, having a conversation. DoorDash is changing for sure. Yeah, DoorDash is going to change. They're doing whatever they need to do to make their money. They don't give a fuck. They're like any business. It's, you know,
That's my thing, right?
yeah, that's the thing. People. That's the one thing about gig workers, man. They really honestly believe that they have some kind of fucking control over these fucking apps, and they have absolutely none. These companies will do whatever they want.
They came with us, right?
That's like you trying to go up to McDonald's and say, "Hey, I think you need to do this with your drive-through line because I'm a gig worker and I expect when I come through the drive line." You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it doesn't. I swear to God, dude, it's fucking hilarious.
I would have to agree. I can't believe we're saying that, but I would have to agree on that. I believe there's only two things that we really have control over: when we work and what orders we take. Other than that, you're right. I'm not going to argue that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, it's not like I don't control how an app functions. I don't control what changes they make. I mean, I look at it like this. If anybody that's been around long enough, and I know there's people that's been around longer than me, but I'm not a pandemic driver. I've been around since 2016. I'll say that they always do something, and it's not just DoorDash, but mostly all apps. They try to do something, and it's like a game of cat and mouse. You know, they draw a blow, you draw another one, and it's back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah,
and even always going to be that way.
Yeah, and even like Garden State is saying, you even are damn near limited on when you can even get on the apps nowadays.
You're right.
You know, because so fuck, even that is somewhat controlled. You know, so so to sit there and think that okay, I can jump on the app anytime I want and make money is not
sound now. What a fucking
okay. There you go. Yeah, so even then you have to jump on at the time when you can actually make money. So the whole theory is that I can turn on my app and make money whenever I want. Doesn't necessarily ring true for a lot of people. You know. What's up,
I think that would be very market specific too. I think that would be very market specific, right? Because, for example, in most cases, y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you, buddy.
Okay, all right. Going through in most cases, most people say that the business times are 10 to 2, like 4 or 5. Where in my case, I do more business between 2 and 5 than I do at lunch. Pretty much every day.
Yeah. Yeah, the deactivations are getting crazy.
Situational.
Cruise and Dasher, what do you mean by the deactivations are getting crazy? Like, what are you seeing?
I agree with them.
Okay, well, you say you agree with them, but what proof do we have that the deactivations are crazy? What are we talking about? Are we talking about the people on YouTube being deactivated?
Who are we talking about anyway? Who's getting deactivated?
No, I'm just asking because somebody said in the chat that the deactivations are getting crazy. So I'm trying to figure out.
You see it a lot at one time. It's just odd that like all these people are having the similar issues. Now, granted, I don't know their situation, but it's just odd that all of a sudden.
Fine, Bobby. If they didn't do nothing wrong, they will be brought back onto the platform. What happened with the fucking idiots like Blake Moore? Remember, he got deactivated and then he got reinstated, right? After they figured out he didn't do nothing wrong. What about the other fucking guy? I don't know his fucking name. He was deactivated. They made it all fucking dramatic and shit. And guess what?
Why you coming at me like that?
No. I'm just speaking in general, not you.
Chalua, how you doing? Also, you got to remember, like, how many of these people are using fake accounts that are being deactivated?
Yeah, so like I said, you know, there's nothing wrong.
Yeah, there's could be a lot of reasons for these mass deactivations. We know people on YouTube that have had 3 or 4 different accounts. So, are they the ones complaining about being deactivated? Well, if you're using false accounts, and you're gonna get sooner or later they are gonna catch on to you. That's normal. And we know that most gig workers don't take responsibilities for their fucked up shit. So they feel, I did nothing wrong, when you probably fucked somebody's order up or you did something wrong and it was your last chance. You know, so it's hard. It's hard to say. So it's really hard to say on that level of like what's really going on with the deactivations. What are they targeting as far as deactivations go? Are they just deactivating a lot of people with false other accounts? Are they, when you take your picture, it's not you that you're supposed to be taking a picture of? Are they doing that? Is it the restaurant calling, say, hey, this was supposed to be picked up by Marcus, but yet Michelle picked up the order. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot
I said, though, outside of Rideshare Rodeo and Gary Middleton, most people are reading that shit no way. So you probably are breaking the goddamn terms and conditions. You ain't reading. You ain't reading the shit. You know what I mean? So you probably are doing something quote unquote deactivatable. That
Dude, Marcus, shut the fuck up, bro. Get it out. Cut it out, bro. Cut that shit out.
I'm just saying,
bro, don't be the donkey lips, bro. Don't be that fucking donkey lips. Don't be the donkey lips, bro. That's what I mean, bro. Don't do that, bro.
I'm saying this. Most people
don't do that, bro. Come on, that's not. I know you're joking, but it's not the way to joke around, bro. I know you're joking, but don't do that because he's already slandering the company, bro. The donkey lips is already slandering the company, bro. It's by saying shit like that. If that was the case, Gary would have got sued out of his fucking ass. He would have been bankrupt by now if that was the case. If he was breaking any kinds of service with DoorDash having his programs, if that was the case, he would have got sued out of his ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if that was the case, he wouldn't be able to do that. And you would have seen people fall off that left and right for deactivation for using third-party apps. There has never been a deactivation for a third-party apps coming from, those apps that you were mentioning.
Oh no!
But even then, Flex, you don't even have proof that that's the case. You can't sit there and say nobody ever been deactivated. Wait a minute, I'm talking.
Out of thousands of people that have used Gary's applications, if they would have got deactivated for his apps, they would have had proof that it was his app.
I'm not blaming his apps.
Nobody ever once got canned for using his application.
I didn't say you misheard me, bro. I'm not saying his app. I said him and Rideshare Rodeo are probably the only two people that actually read that shit. So I'm saying people that are getting deactivated probably are doing shit that's prone for that. I'm saying you're not reading the actual terms and conditions. I'm not saying his apps. I'm not saying him personally. I'm saying he actually read the shit. Like he said in the chat, I read it. I'm saying most people ain't reading that shit. They say, oh, sign the terms and conditions before you start doing it. Most people ain't sitting there reading all that 5 paragraphs.
He's not gonna give you an application to use that's unsafe.
No, I'm not saying that. No, that. I'm saying most people that get deactivated now probably are doing things that are breaking policy now.
They're multi-apping, they're holding orders, they're being late, they're doing shit. They're marking stores that's not, they're doing shit that's knowing that's possibly that could get them deactivated. Just because they got away with it once, they keep pushing the fucking limits until it reaches the point and it catches up to them.
No, that's what I mean. No, I'm saying
just like check this out. You get the 3 violation thing, right? Some people might take abuse of that. How they might take an offer every month or so and take it and steal it. You get what I'm saying? And they'll take that violation and then they'll write it off. But guess what? It's all being recorded. After maybe 7 times, maybe they'll just catch a deactivation because it just happens so often. It's like it usually doesn't happen.
What's up, Gary? What's up?
Yeah, I was blaming Gary. Right. I was saying that outside of him, he's probably one of the only people that actually is keeping up with the new changes. You know what I'm saying? Some people like Nobody Dash got deactivated. You say you don't know why. I don't think he did nothing wrong.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't because he replied to them. He asked for why they gave him still the same generic answer. So he appealed it to a higher up. Now he's still waiting for an answer.
Hey, what's up, Gary? Everybody say hi to Gary. What's up, Gary?
I was just hopping on here to see why Flex is so heated today.
Yeah, he is. He's on one today.
I'm
Yeah,
still
you-
pissed
some
what
ice
fucking
cream.
Homer sent to me yesterday, bro. I'm still pissed about that, bro. That was fucked up.
You need some ice
but
cream
also
for
when
that.
it comes to these YouTubers that are being deactivated, what people don't seem to, and I can't say this enough, people don't seem to. You guys are showing people's addresses on your fucking phone when
I
you're
don't know
doing your
who's
fucking
showing addresses
videos.
on the phone. That's their stupidity.
You're showing people's fucking addresses when you're doing videos.
Well,
Sooner or later, it's gonna get fucking caught. We know DoorDash watches this shit. I'll
like
debate that. I'll use somebody else's words. I'll debate that all day long. Oh, that's Pedro that says that. I'll debate that
Yeah.
with anybody all day long. That DoorDash is watching YouTube, and when they figure you out because they see you're posting people's addresses with your phone, and then you do your face recognition, guess what? You're going to ring a red flag to DoorDash. Say, hey, ain't this a guy that's on YouTube? And you're done. And you're done. So,
well, I know a lot of you. I mean, some of you, Roy, you might remember this back in 2015 when rideshare drivers started doing videos on YouTube with their dash cams, everything like that. These companies actually went in and started deactivating everybody because even though they didn't say the address, you could see it on the dash cam.
yeah.
And so they started deactivating all those drivers because it was a privacy issue.
Yeah.
And I can't say that that's what happens now. It's just when you show somebody's house, you show somebody's address, you're walking up to the door and you got them on a live stream or you got them on a video. That's all a privacy issue for these companies.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
All right, who's
Well,
making
Gary,
all the windy noise?
Probably me.
Gary, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Gary, okay. No, my thing when I mentioned your name in Rideshare Rodeo, I
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
saying that
I
you
understood.
actually.
I understood you completely.
Yeah,
I
I
said
was
that in
just
the
saying
chat too. Yeah,
you
yeah,
actually
I
read the
understood.
terms and conditions. Like you said, when they change that shit every so often, like accept this now. I'm saying most people don't actually read what it says. I'm sure something in there is different. So it might say one day, all right, now from now on, starting January 1st, if you decline more than 2 offers, we're deactivating you. Most people ain't gonna read that shit, so they wouldn't know. So then if something happens, I got deactivated. Well, did you read it? Well, no, I didn't read it. I just said, okay, well, maybe there's something in there that you did do that's deactivatable now because they
See,
changed. That's what I meant. I'm not attacking your apps. I'm not
No,
saying
no,
that. I
no.
was saying
See,
like,
the thing
I
is,
don't think that
see,
they
the
will
thing
ever
is,
say that though.
the thing is, Marcus, they actually
yeah,
getting an email, like initial automatic email, like they're saying fraudulent activity. You declining
right, yeah.
200 orders is not a fraudulent activity.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that specifically. I'm just saying that was just a general statement. I'm not saying that specifically. I'm just saying
No,
that
but,
could just be some
but,
bullshit.
well, I'm just giving you an example. Like they
Yeah,
kind of giving you the hint, like what your account is being deactivated for.
I
You
got
get
you.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Like some
Like,
fraudulent
see,
stuff.
here's
They're doing
I don't
well,
think they'll ever put that AR matters in their terms of service because that just opens up a whole argument that we're not independent anymore by telling us what we can and cannot accept. If you can get deactivated for a certain AR amount, then you're no longer an independent contractor. That's how come Uber and Lyft actually lost those lawsuits in 2014ish to 2016ish, somewhere around there, for deactivating for drivers for declining rides. And then the courts decided in California, hey, if they're doing this, they're employees. And that's when they was like, oh, you know what? We no longer use that as a metrics.
Yeah.
You know, and I think if they try to do that now, it'll just open up the same thing again. It'll actually help all these states that are saying we're employees versus we're not or independent contractors.
Yeah, Necro, exactly. If a restaurant sees you filming inside the restaurant without any kind of permission, and they don't want their customers being seen on camera, of course, yeah, the restaurant can say, hey, your dasher come in here with the fucking GoPro on his head filming our operations and what we're doing, and yeah, goodbye. And then people are talking about Nova Dasher. Well, if I remember correctly, I saw a screen. I saw his when he did his video about his contract violation. He posted a pic. If I'm not mistaken, he posted an image of the fucking address or whatever it was on the fucking thumbnail of his fucking app that showed a map with somebody's house. So what the fuck? Like, come on, you can't be doing that shit. You know? And Pinstar, I saw you. Hello, how you doing, Pinstar? Hattie McThunderdome, how you doing? The link's inside the chat somewhere. You have to find. So yeah, so you know, all these people are wondering why they're getting deactivated. Well, if you're filming shit, showing addresses on your YouTube channel, you're gonna get caught sooner or later. It's only a matter of time. You're gonna get caught. You know, or you know, they watch one video and they see you pulling up to a fucking house with the address on it. Guess what? They can look that shit up. That shit's not impossible. You know, so when it comes to a lot of deactivations, there's, and to be honest with you, I'm sure Gary has read the terms of service. He says he has. I'm sure in there somewhere they'll tell you straight up. We don't have to tell you dick. We can deactivate you on our premise when we want, with no explanation needed. So when these people are saying I got deactivated, but they did give you a reason, chances are in the terms of service somewhere it may say. I'm not gonna say it is because I didn't read it.
That's exactly what I was about to say. It doesn't say that, Roy. And if they deactivate you for no reason, they're liable for a lawsuit, most likely. How are they just going to be like, no, get the fuck out of here?
No, because like you can take away an independent contract. You can take a contract away at any time. It's a mutual thing. You can quit working for them as well at any time. There's no obligation for them to hire you or let you work. And there's no obligation for you to actually work. It actually says that in terms of service that you're both your own entities and you decide if you're going to work. That's like people like, oh, I get no orders, or they can't prioritize other people over me. Yes, they can, because terms of service clearly state that they have no obligation to send you orders. None.
Okay.
And most states are right to work. So, I mean, you're going to have a very hard time saying why they fired you or why they terminated your contract, not even fire you.
Tell them too, Gary, no matter how justified and contract following you may be, if DoorDash or any of these companies feel that you, and I'm not dogging you at all here, feel that you're a problem, your app's a problem, whether it meets the terms of services or not, they will make sure that it is not okay.
All right. All right. I have an interview with this man.
I know, that's why I'm not answering none of those questions.
Yeah, don't answer certain stuff. We got an interview with this man. So
no, that's why I said I wanted to tell the whole company mentality to take him outside of it. What I would say is not use him as an exact example. Just say a small-time entrepreneur, like somebody that's making new tractors. If John Deere feels like squeezing that new tractor maker out of the market, they're going to do it. And that includes, I mean, so that's it.
I mean, I always suggest everybody read their terms of service.
You know what I mean. If they
I mean, if you don't read it, you can't complain about it. You can't say, "Well, I didn't do anything," because you don't actually know.
Yeah, Gary, how did I do? That shit's like 3 days long, bro.
Spend an hour to read it, man.
Yeah, but that three pages long is what's going to save your ass.
No. I said 3 days, not pages. Goddamn.
Oh well, 3 days. Whatever. Don't yell at me like that. Don't talk to me like that.
I mean, you read it like an hour a day, and then you'll have it done in a couple of weeks.
Am I the only seeing Roy Flicker, or everybody else?
Just you.
Roy
Just you.
Just me.
Okay, I can only have 6 people in here, so.
Flex, it's interesting that you say that because I talk about that all the time on the lounge, and everybody makes me look like I'm crazy.
Well, I'm just wondering because I only see Roy's window flicker.
No, I'm not flickering. But yeah, so all these people complaining they're being deactivated, they can deactivate you for whatever the fuck they want. It's just like I said, at will employment at a W-2.
Yeah.
They can go back and find whatever they want and just get you. Like my job was going to fire me because of my background, and I had already been working there for almost 4 years. So yeah, they'll find any reason.
And you actually see that in the gig world too. People, they initially got started working for somebody, one of these platforms, and then a year later they finally get deactivated for something that was on their background that didn't get caught at first.
Yeah. And
then they're like, well, why would they even let me sign up? It's just like, because they use Checker. Checker doesn't, like, nobody actually looks at these background reports. Nobody. Yeah. It's a yes, no, or maybe. You know, and most of these companies, if it's a yes or a maybe, they go ahead and approve it. And then in a year, when Checker runs another background check, it now comes back no. And they're like, oh, we need to deactivate this guy.
Yeah, that's what happened with me and Lyft. Habit, how you doing? That's what happened with me and Lyft. My incident was still in the court system, so technically it didn't show any conviction of anything. But as soon as my court ended and my Lyft did my annual background check, they caught it and I was done. That's so yeah.
Right.
It's
just how it happens. I mean,
Yeah.
something, you know, some people don't get a ticket, you know, a month or two after they start working. And then, of course, background is not ran for a year or two. Some of these platforms don't run them every year.
Yeah.
And then they do run them, and then they see it, and they're like, oh, it's time to deactivate this guy. He has a ticket.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's all depending on Checker's background check. That's why we always say we hate Checker, because, like, I've seen people deactivated for a wrong background check, and it wasn't even their background. It was somebody else named Roy. You know, same exact name,
Yeah.
but it doesn't match driver's license number or social security numbers. It's like, how does a company get that wrong? Like, if it doesn't match social security numbers or driver's license numbers, you should never be deactivated for it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't even be on your background.
And it's the same thing when you go to buy firearm purchases. For some reason, because there's maybe a Roy Hollingshead in Texas that did something wrong, they want to delay my background check, even though, like Gary says, different social security number, different address, different birth date, and they still do it because they don't even fucking pay attention to that shit, you know?
Right.
Well, we're talking about the apps, though. No, that's my point. Is nothing's ironclad. It's not something where people fucking pay that enough attention, especially the legal system. It's still the companies will determine what they like or don't like, and they'll get rid of shit if they don't like it. Whether it's right or wrong, or they're legally right or not, they've got the money, which will buy the court system.
Yeah.
Yo, JK, why was he deactivated?
How many people are going to sit here? How many people in the gig community right now have the resources to try to sue $1 billion company?
Zero. That's why we have class actions, because normal people can't sue.
Or how many small upstarting tech companies can take on $1 billion juggernaut if, even though they don't do something wrong, somebody says they're doing something? That's my point. You can't take on these companies. If they wanted to say something, you can't come on. Especially you can't come on social media platforms. Everybody like, oh no, you're 100% safe. You're 100% safe. You can't never say that shit. There's definitely people that fucking say that on all the.
I don't have a clue what Willie's saying.
I don't either. But where Jonathan, you're talking about this guy who rents a Tesla and does ride share, turn on DoorDash. So you say he now rents a Tesla. That's the minor details people don't seem to understand. That
DoorDash claimed they deactivated him by mistake.
First of all, we live in a society where everybody is telling on everybody for the slightest, stupidest thing. And so when you show up to somebody's house, same with rideshare, in a totally different car than what you're supposed to be showing up in, all it takes is that fucking customer to say, hey, I was looking for a Toyota Corolla, and all of a sudden this fucking Tesla whatever showed up in my house. How, you know, that's all it takes.
You know, on Uber,
minor details.
On Uber,
no, not really, Roy. Not really.
On
your car could be in a shop at the moment, and you rent it.
Well, here, I'll do this. Sign up for Lyft and put your fucking Subaru in there, and then pull up to somebody's house in a BMW.
Well, I don't know. Well, you're not allowed to rent a car. Or you're just not allowed to work that day.
If you rent a car, first of all, if you rent a car through rideshare, you have to rent the car through the rideshare company. You have to rent the car through rideshare company because they need all that information regarding that car. So when you go to pick up customers, you're not showing up in a car and putting people at a safety risk.
I got you. It makes sense.
Well, even Uber Eats, if you've ever ordered through them, it actually has an option to report the driver as not in the correct vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that would matter, but
I guess because it's been happening.
Yeah.
I would
And
say
then
the
that's what I
odds of that
assume.
happening though are probably low, but
Just
I
like
it's all
you see
safety. That's
videos,
all.
you see
It's all
videos on
safety.
YouTube. Dude goes picks up fucking riders in a fucking Corvette or something.
Yeah,
And
because
I'm
people.
only saying that because there's been a lot of times, like if my car, if I'm getting an oil change or something, and I'm using my wife's car, I'll still do Uber. I won't do rideshare, but I'll still do like food. And I mean, I guess I'm at risk, but I've never had a problem.
And
But
while
see, that's the problem. It only takes that one person. It only takes the one person to fuck you, and so that's.
Well, with the food, it doesn't matter.
Hey, Roy, I'm glad you brought that up. No, yeah, it do. Yeah, it do. I'm glad y'all brought that up. I got two cars. I got a Jeep Compass and a Honda. I did an Uber Eats with my fucking Honda. My profile said Jeep Compass. This woman that Uber literally fucking sent me an email, called me, and said, we had a
told
customer
you,
just report us that you showed up in a Honda instead of your Jeep. I said, I'm driving my wife's car. Like, what? I have a Jeep Compass. And they're like, okay, no problem. So yeah, food delivery. I wasn't ride share. Wasn't no ride pickup. It was literally drop off some fucking McDonald's. And somebody literally called Uber and said he was in the car that his profile said. It was damn leave at door. I said, leave at door for an Uber and you complain I'm not in the fucking Jeep? Like, who cares?
see,
Well,
here's the thing. I'm
that's what I'm
gonna
saying.
show you
Usually,
this right here. Even
That's
on
crazy.
DoorDash, before you start your dash, if nobody's ever noticed this, before you actually start your dash, it actually asks you what vehicle you're driving.
Yep.
By the way, and you can edit it if you're not in that correct vehicle, you have to change it because customers can report you for not having the correct vehicle.
On
Yeah,
DoorDash,
happened to me.
I've never
Yep.
seen that.
that's if you're doing something wrong. If you're doing nothing wrong, you
I've
should.
never seen that, Gary. I'm just
You
saying
can
it doesn't
pull up in
exist.
a fucking tractor, tank,
I just
limousine,
showed it to
whoever,
you.
whatever the fuck you want. School bus, the short one.
I don't
Yeah,
even
my bad.
have
I'm driving. I didn't know you showed anything.
It doesn't have to be that you're doing something wrong. You already
Of
did something
course.
wrong when you signed up with a specific type of vehicle, and you're
No,
showing up in a different
listen.
vehicle. You already did something wrong.
The only time that could happen if you're doing something wrong or it's a really fucking dickhead piece of shit customer that's just willing to report you for anything.
So that screen that Gary just showed, I don't even have to do that anymore. I no longer have to say I have my red card. I have enough gas. None of that.
That's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying. Those are
Well, I mean, I'm sure some markets are different. I'm just telling you that
No,
DoorDash,
see,
DoorDash
because she's
does
using
ask
the
you
app,
what
because
vehicle
she's
you're
using
driving.
a utility app, it just checks marks it for her. She just clicks OK and goes.
No,
Do you
What
have
I'm saying,
she's saying that she has a totally different screen.
Well, do you have multiple cars on
right?
DoorDash, Gary?
You don't
No,
check mark it all.
If I decide to use my second car, I have to change it.
You don't have the check mark thing. You just click dash and it just goes right dashing.
Yep.
Yep. Some markets are like that, but that doesn't mean that you still don't have to go into your profile and change your car. If you drive a different car, it's a safety thing for these companies. That's why they do it. They want to make sure that the customer knows that red is showing up in a Ford Fiesta instead of them going out to meet somebody that shows up in a Chevy Malibu and then gets robbed or beaten or whatever. That they want to make sure that everybody's in the correct vehicles.
That makes sense for that though. But I dropped off at the door. Like I was literally doing Uber. Like it wasn't a ride share, wasn't a meet at door. It was literally put it on my porch, and I pulled it up and put it on the porch, and it was like
right. But how many
I'm
videos have you seen on YouTube?
Gary,
and
can you
TikTok?
switch between vehicles in there? Because
yeah. I mean, you can switch.
Maybe
it
because I only put it in one. Maybe because I only put it in one.
Cruise and Dasher says it's in your profile setting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can switch on your profile as well.
Account that.
But I mean,
I don't
like,
usually mess around with it.
Just think about it like this: how many videos have we seen that where somebody's trying to break into a house or somebody's getting robbed or something like that? Well, what if it was, they was expecting a DoorDash delivery, expecting a Malibu, and a Ford Fiesta showed up?
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I just found it weird that they took the time out to like literally sit there like what you said was real, but like the fact they sit there took the time out to say he was in a Honda instead of a Jeep. I'm like, well, damn, like I can see if I was, but I get it. You got a point, Gary. You got a good point.
Well, that's the thing, and that's the thing when it comes to all these deactivations. People are like, "Oh, I'm falsely deactivated." Most of them won't even tell the truth. Look how long it took Bud Soda to come forward with his bullshit.
Wait, I'm still waiting on the answer though.
Yeah.
Or
So you know, a lot of these people, got deactivated for nothing. No, you got deactivated for something. You got deactivated for something.
Did Bud get another response from them or no?
I have no clue.
Gary, do you know?
Oh, I don't know.
But see, but Roy, but
I
the
mean,
one thing
I expect it eventually to be deactivated because they won't update my driver's license. You know, I moved to Florida in 2020. Well, they still have my Oklahoma driver's license for their background check, which is not active. So if DoorDash ever runs a background check on me, they're going to deactivate.
Why can you update your
Because
license?
DoorDash won't accept it. Like I've sent it to them in Twitter and email, and they're like, "Oh, if we need this, we'll just tell you."
What do you mean? But it's expired, and you letting them know you acknowledge it.
I know. Yeah, I'm trying to be proactive with them, letting them know that I have a different driver's license from a different state, and they're telling me they don't care until they need it. Yeah,
That makes no fucking sense.
I'm like, what?
Hey, but Roy though, but one thing I'm with you on that, the whole deactivation thing is my opinion. I don't like the blind support when YouTubers get deactivated because, like you said, you did something. Like Nova Dasher ain't crying and complaining, but I kind of didn't like how everybody just got on there. Oh my God, like you don't know what that man did. All you see of Nova Dasher, that 20 minutes he clips and puts on fucking YouTube. He could be multi-app and doing bullshit like anybody else did. I didn't like that. I didn't like that just because YouTubers said they got deactivated, it's automatically some bullshit. No, it don't necessarily mean some bullshit. It might be real.
Yeah,
you know,
we could use Pedro for a perfect example, and I hope you don't get mad. But Pedro has like 50,000 subscribers. Pedro could spit in somebody's pizza, not tell anybody what he did wrong, and he knowingly spit in somebody's pizza, give it to the customer, and get deactivated. And the whole chat would be like, "Oh, that's some bullshit.
That's
they
bullshit,
wrongly
right?
deactivated," not even knowing the true facts of the case.
That's
right,
right.
But then you got those fucktards that will know he's spitting the pizza and still try to justify him being deactivated.
Well, and we also have to don't forget that there are errors too.
Yeah.
Stuff does happen. People do get deactivated wrongfully every week. You know, and so that's what the appeals thing's for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's my thing.
And Flex backs that up because he says if you really didn't do nothing wrong, all you gotta do is contact them and they'll put you back on. So, yeah,
bro, this is like the fifth time I'm gonna bring out my buddy Jay's story where he's picking up about 7 orders from Walmart. Supposed to pick up. They never released it to him because they wanted his fucking license to see his license. He said, "Fuck yous." He walked away. He said he picked up all the orders that he never did. He drove around. He completed them. DoorDash the customers eventually called support. DoorDash temporarily suspended his account, however you guys want to take it. He told them what happened. They took their money back from his account that he acquired by completing those offers, and they reinstated his account back, even though that was a fraudulent activity that he did.
That's crazy. See,
right?
That's an error right there. They should have never reactivated him.
No, but the thing is, these guys would have they never released the shit, and he needed to, continue making money. He didn't do nothing wrong. He explained everything to them.
I mean, he did something wrong.
Reactivated. It's just plain and simple. If you do nothing wrong, and you tell them exactly what happened, you get reinstated. It's just plain and simple.
Krista, they end up paying the people that
did it to try to keep their money. He, not stupid.
Well,
Krista,
they don't have to pay him if it's fraud.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They whatever he collected, they took it right back. I mean, he had no problem. He said, "You take that money right back. I don't need it. I just needed those orders out of my fucking phone so I could continue making money." Well, because these guys wouldn't release. Listen, they wouldn't release about 7 orders, and his completion rate is always like 80 something. So he's not going to sit there and unassign 7-8 deliveries and get himself deactivated for unassigning deliveries.
Right. I don't know. I think you could probably call support and got it.
No, they
assigned
would,
without penalty.
they would.
Yeah.
You know how long that would take? That's
I know,
why
I'm
he
just
said.
saying.
That's why he gave him the bird, and he walked away. And he said he picked up all those orders, and he did what he had to do.
Well, he did it the wrong way. And
No,
so
he
if he
didn't
got
do it the
so
wrong
if he
way.
got deactivated and never reactivated, that would have been his fault.
You could say that,
So
but
yeah,
it wasn't his fault. DoorDash, Walmart didn't want to release him the offers because
okay.
they felt like they needed to look at his personal information.
Okay, then what Gary said, then you call DoorDash and get it figured out, and instead of doing this and driving around and scamming.
Yeah. See, what I probably would, if that was me, what I probably would have done, I would have had DoorDash unassign it from me. With the
But
proof,
the thing is, Gary, they would have unassigned it from you, and they would have hurt the petition.
right. But here's the thing: he got lucky to get back on because what he did is actually fraud.
I know.
But here's the
And
thing.
I'm not saying to do that
Right.
for anyone.
Right. And what I would have done is I would have had Walmart unassign it from me, even though my completion rating would have probably went down below 80. If they would have deactivated me, then I would have appealed it, said, hey, no, I was trying to pick up this orders and Walmart would release
I
it.
get that. But what I'm saying is right versus wrong. What I was saying is if you didn't do nothing wrong, there shouldn't be a deactivation.
See, I'm
If
gonna
you didn't
have
do
to
nothing
say
wrong,
there's
there's fraudulent. They give him the fucking email fraudulent activity. He's
Right.
just waiting for an answer. We'll just see what happens. Like I was saying, recently it's been the Google Maps is fucking up. Maybe he left a few offers not at the right location and just walked away, never contacted them.
Yeah.
So
and
as they
that's
reported
very
him,
well
he
too.
never
that a
even received the
customer-
violations. He just got an automatic suspension.
Well, and see, here's the thing with suspicious activity. I think DoorDash's deactivation policy. I don't think they should ever be able to use something vague. I think that they should have to give you.
No, but that's
direct
just
reason.
automatic email until you get what I'm saying.
Right.
You know how many accounts they deal with? They only have so many people versus
Doesn't matter.
drivers
That
and all
doesn't
this
matter.
activity.
I think that
I
if-
know,
it-
but I'm
because-
sure
because here's
that's
the
what I'm
thing.
saying.
For
That's why
somebody
there's
to-
always automatic email
Are you gonna let
until.
me talk?
Sorry.
For them to deactivate you, it's not an automated process, though. Somebody is telling the system to deactivate you. So whoever's telling that system to
triggers.
deactivate you, it will only trigger for major things. It should not trigger for anything like for example, your AR or your completion rating below 80%. Yeah, that could be an automatic trigger. But anything that says suspicious activity, that's not going to be shouldn't be an automatic.
What was his? Fraudulent or suspicious?
Suspicious. Fraudulent should not be triggered by anything either. Somebody has
What
to say
would be not deliver? I guess not delivering food or leaving it at the wrong address. That would be the same thing. Not delivering. What would that consider as suspicious or
no,
fraudulent?
that would be violation, account violations.
Okay, so let's say he's doing his work, not realizing there was about 3-4 offers in a row that I delivered like yesterday to where addresses are a few houses off, and he's not realizing. He just clicked directions and he's going and he's relying off of the GPS on Google Maps. I'm just using it as an example.
Right.
And he delivers like 3-4 offers, and those guys are actually reporting it. My food never was delivered, and 3-4 people just trigger it like that. Not delivered food, even though it says complete. They walk it out like, "Where's my food?" And then they go into the app and say my food was never delivered. And coming from like 3-4 customers, it's like automatically triggering a thing to where it's like, kapoots for now, temporarily. You know what I mean? Until they figure out what happened.
Well, it automatically triggers a violation in your app though whenever somebody reports food not delivered though, and so you would actually see the violation in your app pop up.
And also, what kind of shitty ass delivery driver are you if you pull up to a house? Let's say it's supposed to be 55 Lakeshore Drive. You pull up to a fucking house. You can't read the fucking numbers on the building that says 6666 Lakeshore
Roy,
Drive.
not that
Come on, man.
listen. like yesterday, it was triple. It was when I clicked directions right in DoorDash app. It was actually 549 in there. I mean, I didn't really do that. When I clicked directions, it said 555.
Okay.
So
So
if
when
I
you're
didn't-
so when you're walking up,
I already knew GPS was fucking up, so I double checked. I was like, oh shit, it's actually 549. But if I didn't know, I just GPS off the Google Map when it usually works. It works, I just rely off of it. As I pull up, it's
But once you get to the house, Flex, you just go drop it off, or do you look at the address?
no, I go within the app. I don't. Sometimes I don't double check. I click.
Oh, see, I always look at the house address.
I'm not actually checking it because I noticed it was fucking up.
Marcus, what do you do? Do you look at the address?
I've been recently.
Oh, no,
what I'm saying is, I usually
I
click
look
call. I usually call the
because
customer.
Spark does that. On Spark, where I am, if you go solely on the Spark GPS, it takes you to the wrong house all the time. So you have to actually look at the address. And I deliver pieces too. But like I say, that's the thing. Nowadays, people are so contingent on. I see it all the time. Oh, it pinned me right here. It pinned me right here. Well, look where the fuck you at. You know what I'm saying? Just because the damn phone pinned you here don't mean it's, look at the fucking building. Like, something wrong with that. Like, you can't read the fucking address yourself. You need the phone to tell you where the fuck you at.
Well,
So no, I agree.
I
sorry,
also
Chris.
look at the address and I read all the instructions. And if
There's no excuse.
If something don't look right, then I will call the customer. Be like, hey, listen.
There's
Yeah,
no
now-
excuse. I see it all the time on YouTube.
Now I agree with Krista. Some houses they just don't have an address.
Yeah,
if I can't find them,
but this is where I'm going to fix that for you. If you guys put your shit on satellite mode, where you can actually physically see the houses, if you zoom in close enough, it'll actually have the house number pinned on the top of the fucking the houses with the satellite mode. So you can go in there.
You could
and
see
you
that
can-
without the
you can-
satellite.
What?
I was just about to say that too.
It's
Roy.
easier to see
What?
without the satellite mode.
I was gonna. You was actually getting to my point before you come out. I was gonna
What?
say I agree with.
What
I
if you
agree
don't
with
have
Krista.
satellite mode?
No, what we were saying is you can zoom in without satellite mode on Google Maps, and it'll still show you the address.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to. have
Oh, okay.
satellite
Well,
mode.
whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I always use satellite mode. That's how I always use satellite mode. So
But even then, though,
use
like I
that
say,
fucking. I don't use that generic blank screen.
I see what
showing-
you do
I don't
because you go off the color of the house. Oh, it's a greenhouse. I got it. I just got to look for the greenhouse.
Even though they
no, but like I said,
painted,
like YouTubers are saying shit. Like,
You
oh,
know,
it took me. I think with a pinch
Okay,
like
that's something I didn't know that because I don't use that generic app. I always use satellite mode on my phone. So
yeah,
Yeah,
still
I
no
mean-
excuse to actually see where the fuck you at though. Like people always it pinned me here, it pinned me right here. Oh, the pin took me here. Like you didn't look the fuck around and see that this ain't where the fuck you supposed to be. Like you know what I mean? There's no excuse.
I'm old enough. I can say this. If you rely that much on GPS, you would not have made it back in my day delivering pizzas. We had
Hell
30,
no.
we had 30 minutes, a map on the wall, and you better remember
Yeah.
that shit.
Off of the
Hey,
main
you know what?
street to left.
Hey Gary,
and I took multiple deliveries.
Three rights.
I took multiple deliveries
Gary.
at the same time off that map.
you're not wrong. Hey, because Roy, I worked at Domino's when I was 17. I was an insider. And the same thing, it was like we short drivers, Marcus, here, take this delivery. It was a big ass map on the wall, like Gary just said.
Yeah.
And I'm literally like in my phone, in my car calling, like it said go left on what street? What street? They said in the map, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Like it wasn't no GPS, wasn't no cell phone.
Go to sector A3.
Yeah, like turn left, right. We get here, take the stop sign. Yeah, I remember that shit. I was 17. That shit sucked. There wasn't no GPS, wasn't no iPad, iPhone or GPS. It was read this map, memorize it, and go.
I mean, we did have Garmin's, that you could put on your dash and things like that. But I mean, they would just, I don't know, nobody used them. I mean,
Yeah, it wasn't right, but
yeah, it just wasn't a
yeah,
thing.
I was 17. Yeah, I never.
Here in Canada, using printed out directions from MapQuest.
Oh, I remember that too.
Yeah, yeah, Baptist, hell yeah.
Donna,
Yeah.
her first
You
road
get
trip.
like 17 pages.
Yeah,
Yeah.
turn
My-
left turn left in 0.2 miles, then turn right, go over the bridge, look under the rock. Yeah, it was crazy.
Right, yep.
Yeah,
At first
my,
stop sign, turn right. Yep.
my wife's first road trip by herself was to Georgia off of MapQuest, like printing maps.
Print maps. Jesus. How many
Yeah.
pages? 200?
I don't know how many pages it was, but yeah, she went from Oklahoma to Georgia, somewhere in Georgia. I don't remember where it was. Off of printing maps. I mean, most of it's I-40, I believe, but
And damn if your printer ink ran out while you were printing out those 17 pages.
Yep.
I've printed lots of pages in red instead of black. Look at Willie with the Rand McNally map. I had to use that as a truck driver.
Carl, you picked up on it. I am the random McNally. I am what we used before fucking telephones and GPS.
Hey,
Where's
you know
that
what?
say?
It
Road
says-
Atlas?
It says
Road
Road
Atlas?
Atlas. It's the Rand McNally Road Atlas. And you know what sucked about that one too? Is you would pull up a state, like you would have the general map that you could pull up, but then once you got into a specific state, you had to switch to that state map. And if you wanted to go to city, you had to go to a city map.
That shit's crazy.
You had so yeah, that goes to Mr. Goofball that was talking about. Oh, it's not specific.
But it's accurate, though. It's so accurate.
Specific cities. Ain't nothing wrong with the Rand McNally. I'll tell you this: when everybody loses their signal, and I got my Rand McNally, I'm gonna be just fine.
You're right, yeah.
And it tells me about bears in the woods too. See, state
Oh, yeah.
parks.
You know, I'm surprised how accurate Rand McNally was. Seeing how that you can, it's not like you got real time updates. You know, you had to buy a new map every year, but they were always accurate.
Yeah.
But then you
Yeah,
had
they
to use
should
your brain. But then again, you had to use your brain back then. That's like me working when I worked at Domino's. I had 95% of addresses memorized because you
Right.
go there so much. You're in the same
Right.
area. It's all memorized. You know. Nowadays, people can't even memorize their own telephone. That's why when you go to jail, they let you. They let you take. That's why when you go to jail now, they let you take phone numbers off your phone. It's because people can't even remember their own phone numbers
Oh,
anymore.
do they really?
So, yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, last time I
I'm
went to
sure
jail,
they remember their number. They just can't remember the number that they need to call.
Exactly.
No, my supervisor, that was him. He lost his cell phone. He said, I can't go to my fucking house right now. I said, you can't call your house? He said, dude, I lost my phone. He said, I cannot call my own house. I said, how can you not call your own house? Like, that's crazy. Like, we're so dependent on the technology nowadays. Like you say, you go to jail tomorrow. You can't even call your own fucking house. Like, that's crazy. Wouldn't nobody know you're there.
Exactly.
Nobody, call nobody.
They don't call it, or like I know my I know my house phone number. I have my house phone number memorized.
You should.
But yeah,
you better.
So,
Well, a lot of people don't even have house phones anymore, though.
yeah.
No, true. Right. That's true.
Like most of the country, they don't have a actual physical phone house. Everybody has cell phones now.
Yeah, exactly.
Your phone die, you're fucked. You know, that's crazy.
I mean, if the service tower goes out for whatever reason, guess what? Sorry, nobody's getting a hold of you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I should do. Thanks, Wild Alaska. Yeah, the last time I went to jail, they said you're allowed to take 3 numbers out of your cell phone. So when you go over there, you have numbers to call.
Yeah, it'd be quicker.
That's
just
crazy, bro.
Just let me text 3 people and tell them where I'm gonna be. Shit.
You're right. It's like, get out of here. Right?
No, they won't let you do that because they charge you to use the phones in jail.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, like, most people I know don't answer the phone to unknown numbers.
Oh, right. Exactly. You know that right. Right. You know the number, right.
They see that private number, they're like, "Oh hell no, I'm not
I
answering
answered
that."
Right.
Just think
Well,
about
that's the same thing. That's the same issue. That's the same issue you run into with DoorDash and even at Domino's. People because they use a third-party call system because they don't want everybody having everybody's personal information. They're like, I'll be telling the customer, hey, I called you like 3 times, nobody answered.
Yep.
Well, I didn't recognize the phone number because then I have to call them on their actual phone number, which gives them my phone number. Now I have their actual phone number. Well, I have their actual phone number anyway. But yeah, they're like, oh well, I don't answer unknown phone calls that I don't know who it is. I'm like, well, what the fuck?
Well,
So you run into that problem a lot. And that's the same with DoorDash because they use that third person calling system. People are like, who the fuck is this calling me from Michigan.
Yeah,
I don't know
6
nobody in Michigan, so they don't answer the phone.
Right.
You know?
Yep. You're right. Well, that's my thing with the whole direction thing. Like you said, like my man said with the fucking Rand McNally, like you said, you know, because I had a DoorDash do that before. Like, luckily, I knew the street. My phone just froze, and it was, I have no idea where I'm going. Like, this is crazy. Like, I'm so dependent on this fucking navigation. I have no clue where I'm at. And I stopped doing that shit.
Yeah, and I've had that.
Oh,
I've had
shit.
a couple.
Shit.
I've
I'ma
had a
take
couple times. What the fuck, dude? Mute yourself.
I'ma take
Respect the
this.
stream.
Respect
You know what
the
they're giving
stream,
me?
Flex.
$46 fucking offer.
Okay,
You don't
good.
get those. You don't get
Yeah.
those.
Well, what's going to happen when the new system reaches your
Yeah.
market, Flex? That's going to be the question.
Oh, listen. You don't worry about me. What I do. You guys gotta worry about your fucking self. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about what I do. I got the tricks up my sleeve, and I ain't telling no fucking trick to nobody.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know. It
Okay.
seems to be there's a lot of people out there cheating
See these fucking
and
tricks up my sleeve?
pretending to be something they're not. But my thing is, I've been to restaurants where I've called the customer, they
I'm
won't
not.
answer, so I'll be like, "Hey, can I use your phone here to call the customer?" And then they'll see McDonald's pop up, they'll answer the phone. They're like, "Hey, I've
Right.
been trying to call you," you know. So there's
Yep.
ways of getting around it, but at the same time, like, it's ridiculous. So,
Yeah,
but
like you
I'm
said,
gonna go ahead and
you know.
end this. It's been a good 2 hours. I think we had a lot of good conversations. And Flex, make sure you're not too angry today.
Oh,
Be nice.
dude.
Be
Listen,
nice.
you know
Be
her,
nice.
man.
Be nice.
And you
Be
better not be
nice.
talking about nobody else today, especially as much as you're telling people not to talk about anybody else, Mr. Hypocrite.
All right, guys. For
All right,
anybody
man.
that donated today, I appreciate you very much. And I'm going to send you the link to that live stream, Gary. So,
Yeah.
woo, Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right. See everybody later.
All right. You guys have a great afternoon, evening, whatever works for you. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for coming in. All right.
Later, bro.
See you, man.